took longer than we thought. Me and my dad were a little bit, sounded a little bit frustrated, about Mikey's return, but Mikey never showed any signs of giving up or signs of being frustrated. He was always in the gym, always training, so it was just a matter of time. I think that's the best thing that could have happened for Mikey's career now. Now that he's been out for 2.5 years, I think he got a little more love for the sport. Now he's going to have more challenges, so he wants to challenge himself. I think the first half of his career was a little bit too easy for him, where by now he probably would have been retired already. Now I think we're going to see a little bit more of Mikey, a few more years, and the challenges are going to be better. So he needs to, he knows that, and he needs to be, of course, better prepared for that.
You don't really worry about, you missed 2.5 prime years. Plus a lot of money if he kept fighting, but
look, at first we did think he was a little bit frustrated because we didn't know what kind of decision Mikey was going to take. But now the hunger that he's got, I think that those 2.5 years, maybe 4 or 5 fights that he lost and would have made a lot of money. Yeah. I think in the long run he's gonna do 3 or 4 times better than that. He's like I said, by now I think he would have probably been thinking of retiring already, because he never really had that fire for the sport.
He had other things going on.
Yes, and now that he did all those things, now that he's hungry for boxing, I think we're going to see Mikey for at least another 5 more years. So he's going to do 2-3 times better than he would have done, for those 2 years.
What were those sessions? He was talking about sparring with Maidana and how intense it was, especially when he was getting him into shape. What was it like? Those sparring sessions from your standpoint?
Watching the sparring, Mikey's very smart in the ring, very smart, and Maidana knows him. Maidana was very careful also, because Mikey also has tremendous power. But Maidana being a welterweight and the power that he has, I was always, worried that Maidana doesn't land that punch and hurts Mikey. Maidana did land punches, but I never seen Mikey hurt, so that was pleasing for us. They had great sparring. I think Mikey was probably one of the best sparring partners that he had for preparing for a Mayweather fight.
He also talked about how it got tougher and tougher to make weight, and it was getting to be more of a hassle for him. You saw that too, right?
Definitely. Look, Mikey fought the Junior Olympics when he was 16 at 125. Years went by. He got a title at 125. Actually, at 126, he became champion at 126, and he was there for over 10 years at that division. And then moving up to junior lightweight, it's only 4 pounds, so it's not like there was a big difference. Mikey had a hard time when he didn't make weight against Juanma. I think he came in at 126, 127. So we're talking about 2 or 3 pounds only. So even making 130 was very hard. Now 135, and it won't be for that long. It'll probably be just one fight, catch the title, and then move up to 140. That's where Mike is gonna campaign at 140.
People have short memories. Are you kind of looking forward to him reminding people how good he was in his first phase?
Look, I think the fans. We've heard a lot of support from the fans, and people asking they want to see him again. But it's been 2 years and a half, so yeah, people might have forgotten a little bit already of Mikey's best performances. But I think it'll take 2 or 3 fights for everybody to see that not only they're seeing the Mikey that they've seen before, but I think a better Mikey.